Good morning, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL. You already know how we do. We come live with the news, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But this today is some great news. I wish they had this in place, when I was getting my TWIC card and my hazmat. But they didn't, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So hopefully it can help you all out who are interested in getting your hazmat endorsement, your TWIC card. But let's read it. Bill to cut red tape for truckers applying for TSA credentials, including TWIC and hazmat endorsement. Shout out to CDL Life as well for this article. A bill recently introduced in the Senate would streamline the process for truckers applying for TSA credentials, including TWIC and hazmat. On March 14th, the Transportation Security Screening Modernization Act was introduced by U.S. Senators Roger Wicker, Angus King, Deb Fisher, and John Tester. The bill seeks to modernize current Transportation Security Administration policies, which often require essential transportation workers, including truckers, to submit and pay for separate applications for required credentials like the Transportation Worker Identification Credential, the TWIC card, and hazardous materials endorsement. The bill would allow truckers use existing valid background checks for multiple TSA credentials without paying the duplicate costs. The bill is endorsed by the American Trucking Associations, National Propane Gas Association, Transportation Trades Department, Border Trade Alliance, National Tank Trucker Carriers, Mississippi Truck Association, Association of the American Railroads, American Short Line and Regional Railroad Association, and National Energy and Fuels Institutes. Subjecting essential supply chain workers to the same exact background check multiple times in order to receive different credentials from the same agency does nothing to enhance security. This system only serves to pad government coffers by forcing truckers and other transportation workers to pay duplicate fees for a background check they've already cleared. Congress should not allow the inefficiencies of government bureaucracy to impede the efficiency of our supply chain. We applaud Senators Wicker, Tester, Fisher, and King for introducing this common sense bipartisan bill to support the hardworking men and women who keep our economy running, said ATA President and CEO Chris Spear. In the midst of a nationwide truck driver shortage, we must be doing everything in our power to simplify the credentialing process for these essential workers in our supply chain, Senator King said. The Transportation Security Screening Modernization Act will streamline the application process and fees for applicants undergoing redundant background and security checks. As we look to keep our supply chain rolling and workforce strong, we must support our truck drivers by modernizing the credentialing process while keeping our trucking industry safe. Truckers and other transportation professionals often need a variety of security certifications to do their job. However, maintaining so many different credentialings takes time, money, and can be complicated. To ease that burden, our bill would streamline the TSA's certification process without sacrificing security, Senator Fisher said. So this is good. This is a real good article. When I first did my hazmat, like I told you all before in previous videos, I got my hazmat endorsement back in, I believe it was December of 2022. I had just got out of CDL school, so I went ahead and took my doubles and triples exam and my hazmat endorsement. So once I passed those, of course, I had to go to a TSA site to get my fingerprints. So I went and got those done, and of course, the background came back clear, and I was able to get my hazmat endorsement on my driver's license. So that cost about $125. So then around September of 2023, it was either August, it was somewhere around the summer of 2023, I went and got my TWIC card. I had to pay an additional, it was over $100 for the same fingerprints that I had before. And, you know, of course, I'm like, man, this is the same agency. Like, why don't they just use the same fingerprints, you know, my same background, you know, to get my TWIC cards? This is all in one entity. But I had to pay again, you know, that over $100. You know, at that time, you know, it didn't bother me. Like I said, you know, I definitely had the money, but that's not everybody's case. Everybody doesn't have the money to go back twice and pay it again. So this is good that, you know, whatever background that they have on file, if you're applying for your hazmat endorsement and you're able to get your hazmat endorsement, and if you're just applying for your TWIC card, you know, you may have to pay some fee, but you're not going to have to pay the main fee requiring the fingerprints to get it done. So this is definitely good. I wish they had it, you know, when I did all my stuff, you know, over the past year and a half or so. But hey, this is just some new information, you know, for you all to think about, you know, when it comes to getting that TWIC card and that hazmat, that they're, you know, they're pulling out this new bill that'll allow you to get both of them, you know, probably at a lower rate as well. So you're not going to have to pay, you know, the entire, you know, over $200, you know, to get these credentials. And like I said, they'd be a lot more cheaper. So this is definitely some good news. And, you know, I'm not sure when this is going to come into effect, but hey, this is definitely going to be great for the trucking community. So you all make sure you check this article out. Once again, shout out to CDL Life for putting out the news. I appreciate you all checking out this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, we are on the road to 1K. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep putting out great news. I'll follow up with some more news later on today about different subject matters. But to all my truckers, y'all be safe and keep it in the middle of the road. And until next time, I'm out.